Alright guys, so we're going to go ahead and make this the last lawn update. I think I've seen enough here. So time to do a walkthrough and see how things are, because I have been taking pictures this entire time. I have been watching how it's been filling in these places, and we'll put up some pictures to kind of show. So today would be day 10, I suppose. 10, 11. Now I'm going to pan down to one of those thin spots where we just hit, and it's continuing to fill in. Obviously that whole thing, that's not enough time to recover it, but you can take a look here, and I will show a picture of the comparison of this area and how things are moving along. But you can see how we're just starting to tack in and move and get in that direction. And this, again, this is an area where, you know, somebody put out some stuff and burned it, and there's just some old little coated things. It's just like that poor fertility practices. So I'm gonna go over here real quick and just kind of get a view and a walkthrough of everything. Now, if you remember, here, just down in this area, there was a nice dry ring and somewhat of an inconsistent color. Now, some of these you can kind of see over here just a little bit. There's the fert burns that I had pointed out before. Look at how much growth has now come back into those areas here, and what's starting to fill in back through here, new crowns. Okay, and this whole thing is starting to fill in as well in somewhat of a dry position. But what you would need to look at here, and what's become super apparent, is how consistent the color and the density of the turf has gotten across the treated areas here. You can see beautiful color, beautiful growth. It's very even. All right, you can kind of look back now. See, there's some open spots. We're not really worrying about that. That wasn't a thing that was going to be able to be fixed in this. There's been some damage back there in that corner. Now the line here, this tree right here was ferted. You can actually see that in the video where he kind of sprayed that tree, and you can see the grass got really dark and thick all around that edge. All right, now that line, and color-wise, again, maybe you can see the lawn's pretty consistent, okay, but you're going to see as I move across here, the line comes right through here, right across here, like this. Okay, now I'm just going to sort of pan down to my feet and look right here, straight up this line. You can see right there the density difference between here and here. So let's go over into this area that was untreated, left alone, and you can look and see. And we're just going to put this camera down like this and walk through it. Okay? You can see the difference of everything that's going on over here on this side. What's standing out? Look at how it's a little lighter in color. Yeah, man, probably a little more than I'm giving this side an awful lot of credit. But look how thin. Look how thin. Look at this. But, you know, not much going on here. Just thin and weak. Kind of coming around the side. So all of it is just, you know, it doesn't have the overall health. Now I'm right back to the spot where the line is. Look, right here, right in front of me. That's our line. See it? Right here, right there. Look at how much thicker. You could see it right across there. The density just shifts all of a sudden. Look at that consistent color. It's just a perfect strip right here in front of the camera where it just goes straight up. Now let's go. It's a comparison. Look at this. Here's some of my things I pulled out the other day, little root samples and stuff. Look at it. Look at the consistency. Look at the color. Now we're deep under this tree. Again, places where this would be harder to see. Now we're going to pan up just a little bit. See the dark green color right through here? Right here in my finger. Coming back this way. Look at that. So we're talking 10, 11 days, one application, RGS and InCharge coming out here, and just creating a pretty, it's a beautiful thing. It's just a beautiful thing. So there you go. There's my science experiment while I was down having a busy sales week. You guys can just expect great results. So there she is. Beautiful. Okay, I have one last thing in my lawn update. So I decided to, instead of go tearing roots out, I went and cut some. You guys would have been so angry with me if I didn't do a final look at these roots. So it's a little silly. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now check this out. I went ahead and cut a section away, so we're gonna strip dirt out. Now before I do, I just want you to look. We got complete roots out of that, okay? I'm gonna just take this quote unquote soil away. This is coming out of our untreated side, okay? Just letting all of that stuff fall away so that we can see what the roots are gonna look like. So no tearing. We wanted to try to just really get a good look. Okay. Untreated root. Cleaned, cut, pulled out from actually one of the nicer sections of grass. Okay, hold on, that's not a root. These are roots. Okay, right there. There, that's even better. Now we got one nice long clean root, if you want to call it that. 2 inches, 2.5 maybe. Okay, I'm gonna set that down here. Going over to this side. From our treated section, I had to cut out a little bit more because I couldn't get down through it. Let's just go ahead and shake this away, shall we? Look at how much is grabbing onto it now. Just in these few days. We're a week and a half in. It doesn't want to let the soil go. See that? Let's see if we can get that loose, huh? I hope everybody's paying attention to what I'm showing you right now. Do you see how much has grown? Okay. Now let's go ahead and separate a few of these. Let's take this off. Okay. So we can kind of get clean and see just a little bit more. These came out of the treated section. Look how it's still just holding on to the sand. Just holding on. Because of all of these fine hair roots. Look at this. I'm gonna keep separating this out as best I can. So now we're dealing with kind of a one crown, one section. See, this is all new growth right here. This would have come off this week. See, because it was just setting a root. Look right there. So this is brand new right here. It came off that side of growth. Let's line those up. Untreated, treated in a few days. Okay. Treated. Let's pull this, see if I can yank this piece off. Just this one. Here we go. See how much branching is coming off of this right here? Moving down. What do you think? It's only a couple of days. All right? It's a couple of days. So, Yeah, look at how it's just grabbing onto these little bits of soil. See that root just holding onto that? That's so cool. That's building up that matter that we're looking for. So here's all the soil, and you can still see how many roots that actually kind of came and that were falling out of it. This is all that. But look how much sand is in there, guys. Look at that. And you wonder why water flows right through. Okay, but all of this organic matter, all this beautiful stuff in here, these roots will break and digest and start to become that brown soil that we want so bad, that aggregated organic topsoil just from the decay of this matter. So I realized that I had left that out of the final walkthrough, and you guys would have screamed at me if I didn't show you. Imagine what this would be like if it stayed on the program. So now, that'll be my next quest. See if I can sell this place for one of my guys down here. Anyway,